All right, welcome back, guys. This is Jack with Bonfire Locks, bringing you guys four more picks in the MLB. I know I haven't posted a couple videos last week or so on YouTube. It's just I've been super busy, trying to plan stuff again for NFL season. Ton of content coming out for there. I've also, it's the summer. I've been traveling. We've been posting picks daily on Instagram, TikTok. So make sure to follow me on there. You can see here too Threads and Twitter. We're talking every day, especially too in the Discord. We now have people posting college football plays, soccer plays like the Gold World Cup, different things like that. And as always, I've been posting, MLB, WNBA picks. We so far we've had a really good day today. VIP was wild. So Dodgers, Kansas City under 9.5 hit. The Seattle Tech. This is like a little recap of how today's doing. Then I'll obviously get into the picks in this video. But Dodgers, Kansas City under 9.5 was great. Felt strong throughout. At the end, Dodgers kind of scored a couple of runs, but it still hit. Seattle, I forgot to put a little emoji there. Seattle, Texas, that over was one for the ages. I don't know if you followed the game at all, but it was 1-1 heading into, I believe, the ninth. It was 1-1, I believe, after. Let me double check. I think it was 1-1 going into the top of the 10th. Let me see what. Yeah, it was 1-1 going into the top of the 10th. And then Seattle and the Rangers scored 7 runs, 8 runs in extra innings, which was absurd. I mean, that game, I was going nuts. That was unbelievable. One of the better, probably, for this season, it's the best over we've hit all year. Like the best comeback. I mean, some of these overs, they'll hit in the first couple innings. But comeback-wise, scoring, it ended up being 8 runs in extra innings was phenomenal. And we still have one more pick left. We have a WNBA pick and VIP for the night. Try and get the sweep. Already up positive. Try and get the sweep. Yankees under, that was a sucker's bet. I shouldn't have taken that. Phillies, Atlanta under, that hit. Tigers, team total under 4.5. That's going to be close. Now, looking back on it, it was probably a dumb play because Schoolball was on the mound, so I just should have taken the under for the game or under for Minnesota. But I don't know. It is what it is. Sometimes you look back and you're like, that wasn't a smart play. But it happens. But again, so a good day so far. We had some kids hit some parlays, take some of the picks. So we've been doing well. So make sure, follow me on Threads, Instagram. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff on the video. And let's get into the picks. So today we got 3 plays, 3 DFS plays, and then our pick of the day, free pick of the day over on Player Profit, which is the best, again, sports trading. It's the biggest thing coming out now. You'll probably start if you're sports betting in general, if you're following sports betting content on Instagram and TikTok like myself, you'll start seeing more ads from more and more of these sports trading companies coming up. And I've seen them. I know who several of them are. I highly recommend Player Profit. I am an affiliate of theirs, so that is who I like, but I do like them a lot. But we'll get into that later. So again, first play we're going with is we're looking at Jarren Duran over 1.5 bases. Now, he hasn't had, maybe the season that a lot of people have wanted him to have. He was phenomenal last year. I know in Red Sox Nation, a lot of people are kind of clowning in on him or, not the happiest with him. However, I think he's been one of the focal points of this team. He's played very well. I think they'll put him back at the top of the lineup. Cora kind of does a weird situation with lefties, righties. And you can see here, Burns the righty. So I think Duran might go back to the top of the order. We'll see kind of how. But sometimes he'll do Duran, and then I forget who goes second, and then he'll put Roman third. Whereas today against a lefty, Roman went second. No, they kind of switch up the lineup depending on who's the pitcher. But anyways, over 1.5 total bases. I saw the hits, runs, RBIs has moved up to 2.5. Which is all right, but I think total bases is good. I think he's going to get a double. This was huge because he had a triple today. Now, it is hard to hit a triple in Fenway Park, and he's one of the guys that can do it. But Again, I really like him in this matchup. He plays well. I think he's going to, he's kind of getting into a groove. You can see here, I mean, usually I'm looking at last 10, last five, which, hasn't played as well. He's only hit this twice. But sometimes you can't always look at the last, 4 or 5 games. You have to take other things into consideration, especially too when he's struggling a little bit. I think he will bounce back. Hopefully, he is back in that top lineup spot because again, if he's in the top lineup spot, he's going to probably get one additional at bat compared to someone who's batting fifth, where they kind of or batting sixth, fifth or sixth, where they kind of put him against lefties. So again, hopefully he's batting back in the first spot. And that'll help us a lot. So again, first DFS pick, we're going with Jarren Duran, more than 1.5 total bases. Now, staying with the same team, we are going with Narvaez over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. So you can see here he's been up and down too. Let's look more closely at his last 5 games. He's been playing, like I said, up and down. But I think he'll play much better in this game. The past 2 games, he's done this well. He's gotten a hit. He's got 2 hits, 2 runs, an RBI, hit, run, RBI. I also think, with this game with the Red Sox, they need to start scoring runs. Also, too, with Narvaez, he has the monster. I think Narvaez could hit a home run, could have a good shot hitting a home run tomorrow. I might actually take that. Just a free pick, post in the Discord of Narvaez home run. I think that's a good play tomorrow. But again, you see he is averaging 2.2, averaging about 2 in the last 5. It is because of the outliers there. But I do see him playing very well. Again, he is a phenomenal player. I think he's, bounced back. I think the Red Sox offense is going to finally try to kick it into gear. They've really struggled ever since the Devers trade, and as a Red Sox fan, it's been tough. But again, first 2 plays, Jarren Duran, more than 1.5 total bases. Carlos Narvaez, more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Now, before I get into the last DFS pick, make sure to go over to Chalkboard and Dabble. They're both offering you guys great sign-up bonuses. Use my code Bonfire. Chalkboard will give you a double deposit up to $100, and they also give you a free pick. You can see the squares. Obviously, this one is a little outdated because of this look. I need to get a new image up for you guys. But again, Chalkboard's constantly doing these free plays. They had one for UFC 317 that we had. It was Ilya over half a strike. So again, Chalkboard's constantly doing these plays. I try to send them out in the Discord when I can. But again, make sure to take advantage of these, especially on Chalkboard and on Dabble. Go over there. They do like boosts. So a lot of these plays, I think Duran for over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs was boosted. A lot of the DFS picks, they'll have like the multipliers increased for you guys, which is great. So again, go over to Chalkboard, Dabble, sign up using my code, not COD, that's fish, my code Bonfire, and they'll give you Dabble. You can see here, free $25, which is phenomenal. So deposit $5, and then you get an extra 25 for free. So take advantage of that. Now, our last DFS pick that we're going with is Brian Hayes. I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong. Brian Hayes, more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. So you can see here, pitching matchup, decent. Fetty did have a good game against Pittsburgh last time. I don't think he's going to go 3 or 6 scoreless innings. I don't see that happening. I think it'll be much closer. I think this game will be high scoring overall, to be honest. Pittsburgh's played very well. Recently, they're coming off, I believe they just swept the Mets. So that'll be good. And you see Brian, kind of the opposite of what I was saying. I like Duran and Narvaez because of like the matchup, the situation the Red Sox are in. I think they're gonna need the leads for that team to score or play well and score. This is looking at the numbers, he's improving every single game. He had 2, 1, 4, 5, 8. He's literally averaging 4. Now, do I think he's going to have a 5 to 8 hits, runs, RBIs game tomorrow? No, I don't think it's going to be that high. However, I do think he'll get 2 or 3, and 2 or 3 hits this. And, if you take it straight up, it's plus money. Let's see. Is it? Yeah, so it's at minus 119 on Prize Picks. Underdog has it at minus 120. So on the DFS apps. So again, before we get into the last player profit pick, the 3 DFS picks we have for you guys is Jarren Duran over 1.5 total bases, Carlos Narvaez more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, and Brian Hayes more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. If you made it all the way here, comment chalkboard below. Make sure you check that out. Now, obviously, we're getting the player profit pick of the day. People are constantly telling me they want a bigger bankroll. As a bettor, you always want you win more money the more money you have. It's simple math. If my unit's $10, I can only make so much. If my unit's $100, I can make 10x that. 1,000, you understand. Player profit, get fun in 2 simple steps. You take the challenges that are down here. 20 picks, don't max draw 15%, profit target 20%. So you take the challenges, go through phase 1, go through phase 2, get funded. You pass it and get funded, and you keep 70% of the profits. We literally had someone getting a payout this week from player profit in our Discord. It's phenomenal. So if you have questions, Liddy, go in there. We have a new section in our Discord for player profit specifically, and she was answering some questions because, again, she I think it took her like 2 to 3 weeks to get funded, which is honestly pretty crazy, but it's phenomenal. People are passing the challenges, getting through. We have a lot of great guys, and myself obviously posting picks in there, so take advantage of it. And when you use my code Bonfire, you get 10% off any package. So say your unit size is lower, you're like $10, you want more, get one of the smaller accounts. It's $30. You can test it out. And if you want higher, get the $100,000 account, $1,000. Use my code Bonfire, 10% off. So you get $100 off. So, anyways, our player profit pick of the day. We're in the MLB. And again, I really like this Red Sox spot. They're the definition of mid. As a fan of them, they're constantly 500. They're 3 games below 500 right now, I believe. And I think this is when they come back. And you see here, too, when they win by at least 2. And you can see here, Cincinnati, there's only 1 extra time where they've actually lost and covered it. You can see in this game right here, which I like the value on Boston 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I know here, if you look at Crochet's most recent games, they've covered it. They haven't covered it in all of them, but he's let up 3 runs, 1 run, 2 runs. This was 1 bad outlier game, 1, 3, 5. If the Red Sox can score like 5 runs, we're golden. So again, the reason for this is my player profit pick of the day is we're going Red Sox. Make sure I'm in the right account. Red Sox minus 1.5 plus 112 for $1,000. So lock that in. Again, recap the picks. Jarren Duran more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Carlos Narvaez more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Brian Hayes more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And the Boston Red Sox minus 1.5 at that plus 112. If you made it all the way here, please like, subscribe, comment player profit if you made it all the way here. So now you're here. Make sure to join the Discord. All the links are in the description below for Chalkboard, Dabble, player profit. All the links are down below, Discord as well. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.